What is purpose? And I'm not asking that on some let me reel you in by asking a random question to kind of incite responses and all of that shit. I'm not even on that. I'm thinking that this question is being asked directly from me because I really, really need to know a real answer. You know what I mean? Like, people, when you ask questions like that, people generally like to go to quoting the the direct definition of said word. And I don't want look. You know what? Let me just save y'all time. I'll just do it right now. The Oxford Dictionary defines purpose as the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. So let me get that out the way for all y'all who want to throw the definition out as an answer. That's not what I'm asking. I guess I'm asking, what is purpose for us, for you, for me, for whomever? Is it defined by results, or is it defined by the journey to get to a result that you're not sure that you'll get to? Is that what what purpose is? And the reason I'm asking that is because I found myself over the last decade or so questioning my personal purpose. And I don't know if purpose is defined by what other people need from you. But then there's also the duality of being of service, because I believe the Most High gives you gifts, but those gifts are not for you. Those gifts are to be shared. Kind of why I plugged up this microphone and just started talking. Shout out to my boy Oz, who reached out to me in love and respect and told me, and I'm paraphrasing, nigga, you need to do something. And I listened because, with respect, he allowed the Most High to use him to send this message. So I'm not going to disrespect that, that he came to me with that out of nowhere. So here I am, I was doing something about it, having these conversations, or initiating these conversations that need to be had from my perspective. And I hope to talk to some people whose perspectives I respect and who can give me some insight on purpose. My name is MistaGoodBar. Let's have some conversations. So many people plug up microphones and start their podcast shows or their broadcasts or what have you, giving off the illusion of a carefree life, of a easygoing life, of a I'm talking from a vantage point of success and what I've achieved. And this conversation is from the perspective of me pulling you up to see things from my perspective and from my vantage point, because I've quote unquote made it. This ain't that. This ain't that. I listen to a lot of great podcasts, and most of the people who have the opportunity to helm them come from a background where they were, afforded an inordinate amount of success. You know what I mean? And they're talking about things from the perspective of success, but still trying to sound down to earth, like, oh, I'm still in this. I still get where you're coming from. And, I remember when I did this or what have you. Nah, this is somebody that you're listening to that's in the mire right now. Like, I have not made it. I'm blessed, but I'm not coming from the perspective of looking down from a mansion, or, sitting behind a microphone with jewels on in front of a camera and all of that. I'm not that. I'm just a regular dude, doing amazing shit. And I'm thankful for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, like it causes you to ask questions like about purpose. Like, what am I here doing it for? Like, why am I fighting this fight? Why am I going forward? What's my motivation? And, you find it in different ways, and it depends on, obviously the people who you have in your circle, your immediate team and your family, they play a huge part in that, but they still, with all the love and support they give you, they cannot define your purpose. You have to define your purpose. And you talk to God about your purpose, and you know you get signs, and sometimes you begin to wonder, did I read this sign wrong? You know what I'm saying? Or what missteps am I taking? Or sometimes, we're dumb, man. God gives us a sign that we dumb, man. Sometimes we just completely miss the sign. You know what I mean? And I want to talk to people who know how that feels, to not to miss the sign and to feel like you're going back to square one, and not to come from a defeatist angle, because we still have the energy and the drive to get forward and go and do. But sometimes, being natural humans, the roadblocks, they get tiring, and you question why you're still fighting that fight. And I know that you can relate. If this even comes across your ears, I know you can relate. I know, this is the part of the quote unquote podcast that I'm supposed to give the uplifting statement, to keep going, the gospel, all of that. I'm supposed to insert that here. But right now, that doesn't feel genuine to me. Right now, I'm in question mode. Like, why is this so hard right now? But I don't recall questioning it when everything was good and everything was going well. I was complaining about wanting more. It's just it's a duality. You know what I mean? It feels bipolar. No disrespect to my people dealing with bipolar syndrome, but yeah, it's feeling like it's a duality to it, and I guess that's okay. So I'm gonna take my confused ass and reach out to some people who I think are smarter than me to talk to me about this and talk through this with me, and maybe just give them a space to vent and feel frustrated without having to put the face on that the world wants to see. To come from behind the smile and the nice clothes and my standing up straight, bright eyed, and talk about the days when you just want to be ugly in your house and you just going through it. Let's dig into this, and let's find out together. So to delve into this topic of purpose, I reached out to the homegirl, Comedian Shannon, obviously a comedian, a host, an MC, actress. She wears so many different hats, and I felt like talking to her about purpose would be the perfect person because she does so many different things well. And I can imagine that she had an amazing journey to figure out her purpose. Plus, on top of that, she's funny as hell. So it's never a bad time to talk to her. She's hilarious. So let's talk to Comedian Shannon and see how she feels about this whole thing. About this whole thing with purpose. Mm-hmm. Before we get into the questions I have for you, I kind of want to make sure that I can establish that is it fair to say that you've identified what your purpose is, as far as your passion and as far as what you want to do in life, as far as what you want to pursue?
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
That's what's up. So what I kind of, and this is what we talked about off mic, I kind of want to talk about the process to getting to that point, to identifying this is what I want to do. I'm sure you went through a period where you were trying to figure it out. And
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just at this point I'm about to be 37, so now I can honestly say I'm a woman. Like a lot of women be like, "Oh, I'm a woman." Nah, you really gotta get to a certain age or go through enough things to really even claim that womanhood. And really just know what you worth. I know what I can bring to the table. I know what I can take away from the table. You know what I'm saying? Like you really just know your body, just everything, at a certain point. And yeah, it took a minute. It took some little roller coasters, getting on rides, jumping out. Like, okay, now that one caused hypertension, and this one was okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so, yeah.
So as far as like when I list off the things that you do, obviously a comedian, obviously a performer, artist, a thespian, host. I mean, you wear a million different hats, right?
Nurse.
Nurse.
Nail tech. I also cook, and I'm a mom. And I used to be, but I'm single now. So yeah.
Yeah. So the mad hats you wear, right? So
when you were developing what you identify as who you are as a person, not in it doesn't necessarily have to be in totality, just parts of who you are. Can you tell me about a time when people were casting their insecurities onto you about what you wanted to be?
I mean, just the whole judgmental part. If you look a certain way, it's sad to say. I mean, this is how society is. They prejudge you. Like, I have people that come to me after actually having a conversation with me or getting to know me and be like, bro, I thought you was bougie, or I thought you was, you know what I'm saying? You was like this and that. I'm like, nah, like, I'm regular. Like, I don't think like that, but it's crazy to find out and hear that people really get that presumption of you and they don't even know you.
Right.
Especially being in this industry with comedy, I come across a lot of men that, oh, you too pretty to be funny, man. You really, what does that mean? So I have to be ugly to be funny? Like, I don't get that. Like, that's crazy to me. But it's came across so many times. If not that, oh, I can help you get on if you go on this date with me or if you sleep with me. Like, no, I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not trying to bash nobody, but I'm not no Black China. I'm sorry. I'm Shannon. My talent is gonna speak for itself, and I'm
Right.
not gonna have sex to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie, when Nick Cannon came my way, I thought about it, but you know what I'm saying? So I declined that too. Shit. He was trying to make me a Wild 'N Out girl at one point. I was like, nah, you know what? And I thought about it because all the Wild 'N Out girls, they get G Wagons. He take good care of them.
Right.
I'm gonna just keep my 350 SUV. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a G Wagon, so I'll just keep that being.
I love it. I love it. I love everything about it. Like, what a thought that I had about this subject is like, okay, so it's like there's a difference between somebody and seeing the purpose that you see for yourself and encouraging you on it, or them seeing something for you and they're trying to push you that way. And you know what I'm saying? How does that make you feel? Like you said earlier, when people were like, "Oh, well, you're too pretty to do this. Maybe you should be doing this," or and I can help you this way or whatever. It's like, has that ever made you question what your purpose was because so many people were pushing you one way?
That just made me go hard. Put fires under my ass because like, all right, so you really think I can't do this? So I'm about to go kill this stage. I'm about to go kill this show. I'm about to be on this next. Matter of fact, you finna be asking me, can you be on my show? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think everything, the way people grasp and take things is differently. Like, things like that motivate me to go harder to prove you wrong that I can do it. Things like that make me go straight home. I'm start writing instantly. Like, I'm finna show you I'm the best. I'm finna show you not only I'm the best, I'm gonna look the best. I'm gonna sell out because dudes gonna pull up because they want to see if I really look like that on the flyer in person.
Right, right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use those benefits, of course, because I hate to say it, but sex sells. I'm gonna use my benefits. I mean, God ain't give me these looks for fun, but
Right.
at the same time, He gave me a talent. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let my talent overspeak my looks because looks ain't always promised. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Absolutely.
motivation for me. It just made me go hard because I'd be like, oh, okay, okay. I see. I'm like Denzel. Like, I'm about to put cases on all you bitches. Like, y'all think I can't do this? You gonna do this to me? Yeah, so that be me in the mirror by myself, but don't tell nobody.
No, no, that's just between us. Now you mentioned shows. I know you have some things coming up. Can you break it down for me? I know you have a couple things. I think you got some Mother's Day coming up too.
Tomorrow, I'm booked tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm opening for headliner Brandon T. Jackson. He's an actor. He played on
Mm.
Lottery. Lottery tickets, the main thing everybody know. And he's like, "Oh, broke." So that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm opening up for him tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's
Three
what's
shows.
up.
May 11th, I will be at the Corner, which is in Houston, Texas, in Humble, off the Beltway. I will be there May 11th. Show starts at 8 o'clock. So it's gonna be me, my cousin Lady Rico, Billy Sorrells, Jay Ken, and I think it was Rambo Too Funny on there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was him. Yeah. So yeah, we about to kill that. So I'm just ready to make this money, make these jokes, make these people laugh, because that's what I'm here and put on earth for. So it just makes me feel good to know that I can be a blessing to someone through laughter, and just being myself.
Right. That's the one thing I've always liked about your personality. The few times we spent time together, you've always been 100% yourself, and I think that's really endearing. And I do got to say, like when I pull up to this show, I'm not sitting front row because I'm not about to have you roasting me.
Yeah, I'm not that type of comedian. I can tell you that if you do come to my show, I don't roast you because I actually get on stage and talk about myself. You know, I talk about my flaws because I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. I probably kill a lot of dudes' wet dreams because I get in there and talk about how long my titties are because I'm getting older. Gravity is winning. You know what I'm saying? Like they not perky no more. You feel me? So I talk about me. You know, it's stuff that we can relate to as human beings. Period. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I can't tell you everything on my body natural except for my lashes right now. So I mean, hey. I got people that be paying for bodies like this nowadays. This is mine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, gravity is winning. It's winning. I'm on the other side of 35. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
I love talking to your crazy ass.
I need to get a massage right now. My back hurt right now. And I don't know if my back hurt because my last dude was a 6X and I was taking all that or just because I just moved. I don't know.
You got to take the time to recover.
I need something because I'm not trying to have back problems at 72. I need a massage. Yeah.
Shannon, I'm so glad that you have gotten to the point that you have identified your purpose and you're living in it truly. I am honored to be able to know you. I see you moving. I'm super proud to see you moving around. You're doing an incredible job, and I always got your back. Just know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that means a lot. Let me know whatever you need. I'm here.
1,000%. I appreciate you, Mama.
So it's only right that I take some time to point out some things that I think you guys should be up on. I mean, let's keep it real. I'm a radio guy. I'm in the R&B culture. I'm also in hip hop culture. I mean, entertainment is something that I'm heavily involved in and I enjoy, part of my daily life, and I'm sure it's part of yours too. So it's only right that we talk about some things that I think you guys probably should be up on. So, you know, it may be something you've heard of before or maybe been curious about and hadn't heard much about. I'll try to introduce a couple of things, you know, every chance I get that I think you guys need to be up on. And one person, I'll start with one person I think you need to be up on is a musician by the name of Fana Hues, Fana, last name Hues, an R&B neo soul singer. She's really dope. She has a project out that is really, really dope. It's called Flora and Fana. Flora and Fana. The deluxe version of that project is out now. You can go to her Instagram, Fana Hues, Hues. And the song that we've been playing a lot is called Float. Float is fire. So I think you guys, if you like that type of vibe, if you like that energy, you know, that songwriting, that singing, if you like that style, I don't want to compare her to anyone else. She sounds like herself and no one else. So I encourage you guys to check out Fana Hues. Go listen to her project, Flora and Fana, the deluxe version. It's out now. Go check it out. I enjoy it. I think you guys will too. So that's one thing you definitely need to be up on. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Let's get into a little bit of Float.
Sometimes I think and wonder on everything you say. But you left my love like summer, bruised me in the worst way. How does it feel? I'm trying to see how you can do that to me. Won't tell a thing. Can you make me believe? I thought it was emotion, but you were just waving through the motions. Stuck between, but I don't wanna know. So I'ma just fall. You played it cold on my heart, cold can't sleep. Still never dawned on what it means. So I'ma just fall.
All right, that was Float by Fana Hues. The other thing you need to be up on, and I'm kind of mad because this has been going on for a while and nobody told me nothing about it. Y'all ain't right. Y'all are not right for not telling me about the most hilarious thing on YouTube, Cancel Court. Yes, I am super late. And I blame y'all because y'all didn't tell me that Cancel Court was fire. Cancel Court, I got on Cancel Court Season 2, Episode 1. And for those who don't know, Cancel Court basically it's an improv comedy show where two comedians battle as attorneys over situations regarding celebrities or culture or whatever. And it is the most hilarious thing ever because it talks about the topics that we already debating in our private circles. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying all the things that we say amongst ourselves. It's unfiltered, it's unscripted, and it is unhinged. Hilarious. So shout out to Cancel Court. You can go on YouTube, do a search for Defiant Digital, and you can find Cancel Court there. My favorite episode right now is episode 1 of season 2, the retrial of Kanye West. Yo, featuring one of my favorite comedians in the world right now, Black Ron. Black Ron is like he's my favorite comedian right now. It's Black Ron versus Ryan Davis, who is also hilarious in his own right. Yo, that's my favorite episode so far. So y'all need to be up on Cancel Court if you are not already. And if you were already up on it and you ain't put me on, shame on you. Y'all foul for that. Yo, I want to thank everyone for tuning into this episode of Conversations with MistaGoodBar. I really want to thank Comedian Shannon for pulling up and sharing her story and being vulnerable and being the hilarious self that she is. Please make sure that you are supporting Shannon. Go follow her on Instagram at Comedian Shannon, spelled like it sounds. And please pull up to her shows. She has them on her Instagram. Please go pull up and go laugh at her crazy ass jokes. She's hilarious and she's so talented. So I want to thank her for opening up and sharing her story and, giving some insight. I hope you guys got something out of this. And I hope you understand that finding your purpose is not a linear trip, but you can still find it. So I hope that during this conversation, you understand that everyone who's going through something right now, to identify what their purpose is, it's not always easy, but that doesn't mean you can't get there. So hopefully this will offer some encouragement and some motivation. So to push through those rough days when figuring out your purpose is difficult, just know you're going to get to the other side of it. That's my motivational speech for it. That's all I got. That's my motivational portion of it. That's the motivational portion of this conversation. All right. So please make sure that you are staying connected to me. MistaGoodBar.com is the website. Everything related to myself and this podcast is on that site. And until we talk again, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.